MD Promotions.
On Keith and Jeremy from the band Gaza Strip. Thanks for coming on the show.
Thank you.
Very curious. I've always wondered, where do you guys get your band name from?
Actually, the drummer from Headsling, his name is Gabe Trejo, and he suggested that name to us in kind of jest, and we're like, you're right, that should be our band name, and it has been.
Okay.
Pretty much ever since.
Right on. You guys aren't crazy into the whole, Gaza Strip thing that's going on, or you aren't overly political?
No, not at all.
No?
It's kind of a joke.
Okay.
That stuck.
Definitely. Well, you guys, I know you said, we talked a little bit about it earlier, about the Tucson Music Melee, and you submitted a video for solo on there. Do you know how that's doing right now, or do you not find out to the end? Or
You can find out if you try to vote again, and it tells you, you've already voted, but then it'll show you the numbers.
Right.
And I think the last time I checked was last night. We were in 4th place, but we were getting trumped pretty good.
Yeah.
We were in 4th place with like 5%, and then 3rd place had like 20%. So.
Do you know who the other top 3 people were?
I think that one you. No, I don't.
No?
I can't think of their names.
All right.
All I know is I'm like, those guys are whooping us, those guys are whooping us, and those guys are whooping
Definitely. Well, if you're listening to this, go to go to our webpage, bigwordshow.com, and get forwarded to our MySpace, and we'll send you the link for the Tucson Music Melee. Vote for their video. It's very neat. The video for solo, it looked like it had definitely an East Coast feel to it. It looked to me like it was being filmed in Boston. Tell me a little bit about.
Actually, a friend of ours that we met through MySpace. He lives in New York. His name is CJ Rockwell. He has CJ Rockwell Productions. He makes films. Him and his friends self-produce films all the time. And he offered to make a video for us. We said, what a coincidence. We need a video for this Music Melee thing. So, show us what you got. That's what he sent us. He FedExed it. And big props to him. Thanks a lot for that.
Yeah, definitely.
And it worked out. We're not in the video at all. We're sorry, everybody. We can't. None of us own a camcorder, so we couldn't get a video of us playing.
What's the song about anyway? I know you're going to be performing it here in a little while, so.
I think at the time I was just having a fight with my girlfriend, like that day that we were practicing, and those are the words that came out.
Yeah. Most of our songs are written pretty much on the fly.
Yeah.
Definitely. Well, I think a lot of great music comes from heartache or heartbreak, or it's hard to write good music when you're happy about everything sometimes. And then what's your music about? Is it usually overly political? Is it about love, beer?
It's not political.
No,
and if it comes off political, I don't know. You read us way wrong. We started as a joke. We thought, let's just have fun. Let's write silly stuff, and if we happen to get a show, wow,
So you aren't
good
trying
for
to
us.
change the world or anything?
Right, not at all. And then we just kept getting more and more shows, and we love playing out. If anyone's having a house party, we'll play your parties. We don't charge. We just want to play.
You should go down to the Art Fest.
Yeah.
Bring your instruments. Flynn will probably hook you up. You guys have been working a lot with Derek.
Matter of Fiction.
With Matter of Fiction, and I Am the Bunny Productions. How's that going for you?
Any help we can get from anyone, and those guys have been nice enough to offer us some shows at the Hut. We haven't done them yet, but
the Acoustic Sundays.
That's what he was talking about. But we're hoping to line some more shows up with them. We did the cover show with them, and we've done some other. I thought we didn't we do a Hard 5 show with Matter of Fiction? No,
I don't think so.
Oh. No,
but you still played at Hard 5, didn't you?
Yeah, we played
but
Hard 5.
They just weren't.
Right.
I think they played the following evening.
Yeah, it was the cover show. They played the next night. We played the first night.
Do you guys normally put in a bunch of covers with your sets, or?
We usually try to include at least one, depending on how long.
It's always a good idea. I like it when bands throw in one cover.
Yeah, we do older stuff.
What's your favorite song to perform live?
Jeez, I don't know. Maybe.
Mine's Redneck Gold, just because it gets a good crowd reaction.
Redneck Gold always does get a good crowd reaction, but I'm just, I like playing the live ones. Probably the Doors, because it's the one time I get to actually do some leads.
Yeah.
Otherwise I try to, not overstep my bounds.
What songs did you guys play exactly at the cover event?
We played Cream, Sunshine of Your Love, Doors, 5 to 1.
Pixies.
Pixies, Where's My Mind, and Bloodhound Gang, The Roof is on Fire, or Firewater Burning.
They came out with a new CD like a year ago.
Yeah.
It went nowhere, I think.
Yeah, well, they should have never went anywhere. I mean, but they are based on the same philosophy we are,
Right.
which is let's just have fun, you know. And if people actually listen, then awesome.
Definitely. You kind of get that vibe from reading your bio too, I think. Who wrote that?
The Jew, right here. Yeah.
What was Katie's favorite line? We're like herpes, we spread like crazy and won't go away or
Yeah.
something.
We're
Something
herpes,
like
but with herpes like these, you hope they never find a cure. I had a longer bio before, but you know it was really boring. So.
Right.
It just didn't work anymore.
Yeah, and it didn't. Yeah, it didn't work because at the time he was in Iraq. He's actually back from Iraq.
Oh, thank you.
No problem.
And that's another thing. We're trying to put together some kind of benefit for that. But, you know, just check our MySpace frequently as soon as we get going on that. You know,
Definitely.
You'll hear about it.
And if a promoter was watching the show and was interested in booking you guys, how would they do it?
They can contact us through the MySpace. It's Gaza Strip 420. Or you can also email us gazastrip420@yahoo.com.
And who all's in the band?
It's myself. Keith Lamott is the singer and guitarist. We have Levi Meisner in the drums and Javier De Loera. How do you
De Loera.
Thank you. You got to roll the tongue. I'm Jewish. It doesn't roll. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, he's the heart of the band. We're sorry he can't be here. Sorry, Javi.
What's their greatest accomplishment as a band, do you think, to date?
Getting more than 30 people at a show was pretty good.
A lot of bands.
also
Well,
we made it
that's
to
hard
the-
for a lot of Tucson bands too. I mean, honestly, I've booked a ton of Tucson bands, and a lot of them, they have a hard time pulling 10, 15. It's like pulling teeth.
Yeah.
Nobody in this town seems to care.
Yeah, that does seem to be a problem. Also, that we made it to the semifinals in that Emergenza thing.
Mm-hmm.
That was all right. That felt pretty good.
Right.
And we thought we were going to make it to the finals. We had, like 30 people there voting for us, but we just
Didn't work out.
skated under. But that's okay because we like a lot of the bands that made it.
Right.
Cosmic Slop is awesome.
They played
Rock
that too.
Sauce is awesome. Head Sling is awesome.
Katie's a big fan of Cosmic Slop.
We're happy to plug all those bands. There's a lot of bands. Jet Lag, you guys rule.
Yeah.
Matter Fiction.
Matter of Fiction. Great guys. I thought
You guys
Derek
are
was going to be here
awesome.
for the show today, actually. I don't know what happened.
Definitely Rock Sauce. Those guys come to all our
Yeah,
shows.
Rock Sauce.
Thank you, you guys.
I've never
You
even
guys
heard of
rule.
them.
They're
You should
awesome.
send me a
You should check.
link or
They made it
something.
to the finals in the
Did they?
Emergenza, so if you go to that,
Yeah.
Rialto.
And then the
Rialto,
first ones were at
baby, let's
Scrappys,
do it.
right?
What's that? Yeah, no, the first one was at the living room. Oh
Living
no,
room.
first some of them were at Surly Wench. Remember we got hosed
we
out
got
of that
hosed out of Surly Wench.
because a lot of the bands were underage, so they couldn't hang out in there where they're playing. They would just like bring them in, or it was like So then they changed it to the living room, and that's where the first round. Second round was Scrappys, and the finals are in Rialto.
Not a huge fan of Scrappys.
I'm
I'm glad Scrappys is there for the youth and everything.
Right.
I'm only 23, but I just feel like I'm 16.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm 80 and everybody else there is 12. But it's a great place. So you've been playing out a lot, obviously. Who's been your favorite band to play with locally? Anyway,
Our favorite band to play with, probably Rock
Rock
Sauce.
Sauce, definitely.
Rock Sauce, those guys are awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, as far as music-wise, there's too many to list. But as far as just who we knew and Rock Sauce, like the minute we met those guys, they were supportive.
Yeah.
And we've been supporting each other. It's awesome. It's nice to meet other musicians like that. But Jet Lag's also,
Jet Lag.
really cool guys. Matter of Fiction.
Bicycle Fight.
Bicycle Fight.
Bicycle Fight, you guys
Guys
rock.
rock.
Awesome.
There's tons of awesome bands in this town. It's just.
What do you think's bringing down the Tucson music scene? Do you think it's lack of promotion? It's lack of good music? It's lack of venues?
Well,
or
here's what I see. I mean, people our age just aren't going to the shows, and maybe it's because all these bands aren't good enough or something. But I've seen some of these bands, and some of them are really incredible, So people just need to go to shows. The all ages crowds, they go to shows.
They go.
But nobody wants to book all ages crowds
Tucson's
because they
just not
can't
a
sell beer.
music crowd in
Yeah.
Tucson. Even when you get someone who's big and heard of, that nobody goes to their show.
Yeah, I feel like this town could blow up though.
It could. I think with the right promotion, if everybody just took a minute to sit down and actually listen to the talent that Tucson has,
Right.
But we do have to go and start doing the song. They're going to be performing solo. So for all of you people podcasting out there, just hang on tight. This will take like 30 seconds for them to set up. So